Hey everybody, this is Brett, and today I'm going to show you how to get rid of pain and tension in the top of your feet in this region. And the tension here is connected to this tissue, which is connected to this area, and it goes on up. But if we release those areas, as well as this region here, you may feel some tension here as well. We're going to work on that too. And I've got some oil. This is flax oil. You can also use coconut or olive. These are the unrefined oils that are the best to use on your body. I'm a massage therapist, and I've been teaching this on another YouTube channel that I have for 15 years. So you can trust that what I'm telling you is really going to help you. So let's get started. Let's first work on the bottom of the feet here like this. So I'm going to grab my foot like this, and I'm going to put a little bit of oil on the top and on the bottom. Not a whole lot, just a few drops, right? And then spread it around onto both hands and start working on the bottom of the foot like this. And then you can use your thumbs to massage in between the furrows of the bones like this. Okay. You can go back and forth using your fingers to massage underneath the toes like this, and then work on the top of the foot like this. If you have inflammation, don't work on your feet at all. Just use RICE, which is rest, ice, compression, and elevation. It's easy to remember. RICE, rest, ice, compression, and elevation. So you can just start doing longer strokes now and stripping the region. And then you can kind of feel, what you want to do is feel for where it's tight. So I'm finding a spot right in here, see? I'm finding a bad spot right there. Remember the phrase, no pain, no gain. So you can see how I'm really digging it, right? Can you see how I'm really working it, digging it out? I am. I'm putting a significant amount of pressure here with the tips of my fingers. And then here, the longer I work on this, the deeper I can go. And I can also get in between the toes, okay? So I'm pinching here. No pain, no gain. Need a little bit more, just a little bit more oil here. Now I'm working my way up, okay? Working my way up. A little more oil up here now. You can also use your fingernails, and that acts like a gua sha tool. Gua sha is like releasing the fascia. So your body has a fascial web underneath the skin, and that fascial web is holding everything together like a great big sack, okay? And you have that, you can't really feel it or see it, but it's underneath your skin. And when you go like this, you may be able to feel like a ratcheting. And if you feel that, then you know that you have some bound up fascia underneath the skin. And what this does is it helps to release that as well. Okay? So if you get too much oil, then just take a towel and wipe a little bit of it off. Okay, so let's work on the toes now, and let's get a bit of a different angle. Without a shadow. Okay, so now so you get the point. See, just keep working that and working it. If you have a lot of tension, you may have to do this every day. The knuckles are super good massage tools to release all the tension here as well. Okay, so now I'm going to work on this tibialis anterior and perineal major and minor muscles with this tool. Okay, so this is the shindig massage tool, and I make these, and I'll put a link in the description box down below. Okay, so this is how you use it. You hold it with both hands and you strip. Tibialis anterior, which is right next to the tibia bone, right here. A little bit more oil. So please like and subscribe for more amazing foot pain videos, because you're not going to get this stuff from any other channel. Down here is the minor, perineal minor. And major up here, right along here. Okay, so there are more muscles to work on, but for right now, this is good. That'll get you started, and now you know how to work on that region of your feet. And so I want to thank you so much for joining me. I wanted to start this channel specifically geared for teaching people how to work on their feet and get rid of plantar fasciitis and Morton's neuroma, various other foot problems, heel spurs, etc. So you may have to get really jiggy with this if you feel that you have some bound up tissue like I'm feeling right here. See, I have high arches, and this problem can happen from that, and you have to keep on it regularly. So even somebody like me that knows how to do this, I still have to keep on this. It's really important that you massage your feet often. And we get busy in our daily lives, and you know, we'll get strained and forget to do this work. But we need to not forget and remember. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you are well.